Hi, I'm Seraphim. In this week's video, I'm going to give you 3 of the most powerful tools that you can use every day on the fly to not just survive being an empath, but to actually thrive in your gift. So if you're tired of empathy feeling like a curse and you actually want to start using these gifts to your highest and best good, then stay with me because these 3 keys are going to help you do just that. And I'll say now that number 2 is likely to surprise you, but it is actually the most powerful. So stick around. Hello, my lovely souls. Welcome to the Empowered Empath. The 3 keys to thriving as an empath that I'm going to talk about are things that you can start using right now, today, to help you feel more empowered in this gift and less like empathy is a curse. I've got a lot of good stuff for you, so I'm just going to jump right in and get started. Number 1 is develop and hone a blocking technique. And I'm going to give you my favorite one right now. But first understand that blocking is different from shielding in that sometimes we need a way to erect a stronger energetic barrier. Essentially, this is how we choose which energies we want to engage with and which energies we don't. So just like the shielding technique, this visualization can be done with your eyes open. You don't have to close your eyes, so you can do it when you're surrounded by a group of people. Although if you can take a step away and just take some time to yourself to erect this barrier, I would of course recommend doing that. So I'm going to take you through this blocking technique. Let's get started.
Turn your awareness to your breath. Slow your breath to a calm, comfortable rhythm, maybe about 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. Remember, you can keep your eyes open. And I like to count my exhale, but I never go above 1. So that looks like this. 1. 1. 1. Now, of course, you can count in your mind. I'm counting aloud to demonstrate. Once you feel anchored in your breath, we're going to connect to Mother Earth. We're going to ground ourselves. So now I want you to visualize a cord of energy coming out the very tip of your tailbone, extending down, down deep into Mother Earth, into the very center of the planet. This cord connects you with the essence of Mother Earth. If you like, you can send gratitude and love through this connection. You certainly don't have to. I like to visualize this as a sphere of golden light collecting in my heart and then moving down my chakra centers, down out the tip of my tailbone and right into the center of Mother Earth, then diffusing out all throughout the planet. Once you're comfortable in your grounding, I want you to visualize a purple tetrahedron, like the one I'm showing you now, completely encasing your body. So you're comfortably nestled within this beautiful purple, glowing triangle tetrahedron. If you're familiar with sacred geometry, you may already know why we're using the tetrahedron. If not, no worries, I will be talking about this in future videos. But for now, suffice it to say that we are using an energetic field and a vibration which is already familiar to the body. We're using purple because it is a color with a vibration providing psychic protection specifically. I want you to visualize yourself inside this purple tetrahedron. Know that nothing can penetrate this barrier Nothing that's not in your highest and best good, nothing that may disturb your psychic senses, and nothing that may overwhelm you can penetrate this barrier. You are safe. Anchor yourself in this vibration, and when you feel ready, bring your consciousness forward again, back into your group environment, or if you've stepped away, you can now physically return to your environment. And make note of any differences. Do you feel less troubled by the energies around you?
I do hope that you will practice this blocking technique and that it will bring you as much relief as I know it has brought me and many of my clients. Alright guys, give this technique a try. When you're overwhelmed or if you're in a group and you feel like you need a blocking technique, please give it a try and then come back and let me know how it works for you. I want to hear down in the comments. I know how this has helped me immensely and many of my clients, but I'd love to hear your experiences. So please do come back and let me know. Okay, number 2. Number 2 is community. Now I said this one may surprise you because this is a list of tools that you can use on the fly. And I also said this is the most powerful in helping empaths step into their own power. So how do you use community on the fly? Why is it so powerful? And what if you don't know any other empaths or sensitives in your area? First of all, it can be really difficult to meet other empaths because people either don't recognize that they are empathic or they don't go around telling people because they don't want people to think that they're crazy. So how do you go about finding other magical people in your area? It's actually easier than it sounds, and I'm going to give you 2 methods to do that right now. But before I do, I want you to go down to the comments. If you are looking for your tribe, and type "Find My Tribe" in those comments. Why do I want you to do this? 2 reasons. The first is that you never know who's going to see that comment and want to connect with you. So you can start right now. And 2, this way you're putting your energetic intention out there. And that's incredibly powerful. So if this is you, please go down to the comments and write "Find My Tribe." Okay, so one surefire way to find other people who are spiritually minded is to look up meetup groups in your area. These are often free or by donation, and you're looking for any kind of spiritually minded group doing intentional get-togethers. You're looking for metaphysical meetups. Now, I know empath, you're probably thinking, are you kidding me? I do not like groups at all. But I'm going to be honest with you. If you want to grow, you have to get out of your comfort zone. And honestly, a lot of the people who are going to these groups feel exactly the same way. So you have something to relate to right off the bat. The second way that you can find other sensitives and empaths in your area, this one's a bit more fun. Visit your local metaphysical shop. This should not be a chore for you. Visit that shop and talk to the people there, find out if they're familiar with any events, maybe they hold events at the shop, if they know of any groups that you can get involved with, and then get involved. I know this is super outside of your comfort zone, and even being open about these extrasensory experiences may be outside your comfort zone, but this is so crucial for your well-being as an empath. So I hope that you'll step outside your comfort zone and give it a shot. A quick bonus tip here for you. Be open to finding your soul tribe. Make it a priority. Empaths can be really awful procrastinators, especially when it comes to any kind of social engagements, but you really do need to get out there. And once you've connected with a couple of people, then you may find that you're able to start having kind of smaller get-togethers, and it's easier to build your network and your community that way. But getting out just a couple of times in a larger group to make those initial connections is crucial. And you can do it, I promise. It's not as scary as you think. Also, when you go out and you meet people who are excited about the same things as you, it's really exciting. And it can really stir some of your own inspiration. So it's definitely worth giving a shot. At the beginning of this video, I said that community is the most important of the tools in today's kit. This is because having people in your life who understand and can relate to your experience will allow you to step into it with so much more confidence. And I can promise you that this one thing can completely change how you approach life as an empath or a sensitive. You are a magical being. The more you accept and integrate this into your awareness, the more magical your life here will become. I see so many empaths and sensitives who question themselves or question their sanity for that matter, but when they have people in their life who understand their experience, they very naturally are able to step into it fully. On the flip side, when we're not honoring our energetic selves, when we aren't fulfilling our potential as healers or energy workers, we always feel like something is missing. When we own who we are, we align with a higher path, one that calls on us to hone our spiritual selves. This isn't something that we should be doing alone, though. The whole point is to unite people in the awareness of collective consciousness. And we need to start by doing this within our communities. Many empaths will suffer in silence because they don't want to be a burden. Empath, use this resource. Please do not suffer in silence. Find your tribe and be open. And this is also where I'm going to slip in a reminder to join the Empowered Empath Facebook group so you have access to a community at your fingertips. All right, guys, number 3 and the last tool in today's Survival Kit also has the power to completely shift the way that you operate in the world. I like to call this soul perspective. So if you sometimes feel like a slave to your thoughts and feelings, this exercise I'm going to show you can help you anchor into a much healthier perspective. And first and foremost, this is about recognizing that you are not your thoughts and feelings. You're not even the sum of your thoughts and feelings. Very much like our more mundane 5 senses, our thoughts and feelings are meant to be passing experiences, temporary experiences that help us perceive the world around us. So coming into neutral consciousness or observer consciousness can help us take a step back and recognize those thoughts and feelings for what they are, not identify with them so personally. We can also use this for literally any emotion or any thought that brings up a charge in us, and during conflicts to help us bring us back to a more solution-focused mindset. So how do you do it? I'm going to take you through it now. Let's get started.
In this moment, I want you to turn your awareness and your focus to your breath. Don't change the rhythm of your breathing, just become aware of it. Feel the air as it moves in through your nose, down into your lungs. Feel your chest rise as your lungs fill up with air. Feel your chest fall as you exhale. Pay attention to the sensations of the air moving in through your nose, nice, cool, refreshing air down into your lungs. And as you exhale, be aware of that breath. It's a little bit warmer as you exhale. Just become aware and centered in this sensation. Now pay attention to the way this breath sounds. When you breathe in, when you breathe out, what does that breath sound like? Are there other sounds going on around you? Just make note of those sounds. Just observe them. Now I want you to become aware of what you may be seeing. What is it that's in front of you visually? Don't make any judgments about what's in your field of awareness. Just make note of what's in front of you at the present moment. Become aware of any sensations on your skin. Is it cool where you are? Is it warm? Are you comfortable? Just make note of these things. Pass no judgment. And as you anchor in these sensations, now I want you to turn your attention to your thoughts and your feelings. Now don't follow any train of thought. Don't follow any emotion. You don't want to feed any of these things. Simply observe them. What's going on in your emotional body right now? What emotions are you experiencing? Just make note of them. You don't want to judge them as good or as bad. You just want to name them. Maybe you're feeling happiness. Maybe you're feeling calm. Maybe you're feeling sadness. Identify the feeling, but don't judge it. And very much the same, what's going on in your mind? I don't want you to follow any of the thoughts. I just want you to observe the thoughts as they come and as they go. First of all, in this observation, you can notice that thoughts are very temporary. They come and they go very quickly most often. Emotions tend to stay with us a little bit longer. Just make note of any emotions or any thoughts that are going on inside of you right now. Now, I want you to turn your awareness as you do this onto the observer. Who is it that's doing this observation? If you are not your thoughts because you can observe them, and you are not your emotions because you can observe them, who is doing this observation? This is what I call the soul perspective. From this space, you can now observe any thought, any feeling, any sensation that comes into your awareness, and you can choose to make that observation. You can choose to pause and observe, and then you can formulate your response accordingly. But this active observation and coming to this space of being a neutral observer of your emotions and your thoughts is where you want to come to first. And when you come to this space, now you can make decisions about how you want to respond to what it is you may be thinking, what it is you may be feeling, or any situation that may be in front of you.
It is the thoughts and feelings which we feed that help shape how we move in this world. There will always be difficult emotions that we have to move through, but when we identify less personally with those emotions or those thoughts, the charge associated with them is reduced significantly. You are a divine being of source. Do not confuse yourself with these temporary vibrations. Regard your emotions as friends. They help us to experience this world around us. It is only our perceptions which decide if an emotion is good or bad, and very often it's the ones that we think are bad that make us or help us grow the most profoundly. So keep that in mind, and the next time you have an incredibly strong emotional charge, give this exercise a try. Making this video, I wanted to give you all a few of the most impactful practices that can improve your life as an empath. But I'm really curious about you. What are your biggest struggles as an empath? And what is it that you'd like to see me make a video about in the future? Tell me down in the comments. Also for you, my lovelies, I will be posting the 2 exercises in this video separately so that you can access them anytime you may need on the fly. I hope you found this video helpful. If so, please give me a like and share with your friends. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified whenever I post a new video. Being new to YouTube, it helps me out far more than you may know. You can also visit me at tarotbyseraphim.ca to learn more about my practice, or visit Tarot by Seraphim on Facebook to join the Empowered Empath Facebook group. Links to all that good stuff in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. So many blessings to all of you, my lovelies. Have a good week. I'll see you next Thursday.